I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life.
Alrighty, so we just went ahead and picked up 7 containers of herbicide and 6 of good old liquid fertilizer, which we're going to end up putting most of that fertilizer down on our corn and some of our cotton fields. Now, we didn't put the best rate down on it because I didn't have it set up 100% like I should have. But I think as everything sits right now, we should be sitting pretty good. We're going to take this on back to the farm. By the way, that's our little grass field we bought right there. Just enough to go ahead and have some hay coming out of it is what our main goal was buying that field. Looks like our neighbors have some pretty nice, healthy looking corn growing. A lot of our neighbors actually are growing some of the healthiest corn I've seen in a while. Ours isn't doing too bad. I've did some crop scouting here and there. Nothing looks too really terrible. I just really have a really bad weed problem that we need to take care of on most of our fields, which they've already took care of theirs pretty early. So one thing we are going to do, since we have some of these fields that are smaller, we're going to use the good old 4455 with this Best Way sprayer, which, oh my lord, it's a nice looking sprayer. I can't help but to use it. Go ahead and fill it up real fast just to make sure that we can hit some of these spots. So if you have these smaller fields like that over here, all those small ones, it's just easier to hit it with a smaller tractor, and that's what this is right here. Good small but good sized tractor to hit that with, so that we're not bringing the biggest sprayer that we have in those areas and possibly get them wrecked. There we go. Spraying the old herbicide down. We're not putting down too many gallons to the acre right now. We're putting about 60, yeah, about 65-ish per acre, which honestly isn't that terrible. And this is one of those ones that has the automatic switch off. I'm going to fold that back up. Honestly, the longest process of this entire thing is going to be the folding and unfolding. Getting this thing sprayed. Man, if it doesn't look good over here, I don't know what does. So girl put on some plenty of acres. Now it's time for the real queen to start shining. Time for the beast to start getting some spraying done, and it has a ton of it to start with right even here at the home lot. There we go. Go ahead and get this thing filled up. I don't know how much of it we're going to need because we got a ton of spraying still to do. That's going to be our biggest field, and a lot of these other fields need to be hit as well. So probably the rest of this is going to all in here, just to make sure we get as much of it done. Alrighty, so just so you guys do understand, we did have to switch out the sprayer for this little thing right here. The other sprayer that we was using had a little bit of a glitch, and I don't know why. So it just, the booms was constantly going up and down like it was spasming somehow. It may be detecting terrain when there wasn't, because it was one of those auto adjusting terrain ones. I'm not 100% sure, so just to make sure everything looks better and seems better on this, went ahead and just switched this on over for this, guys. But it shouldn't take me too long to get all these fields sprayed. Let's go ahead and get this thing finished out pretty quickly, maybe 10-20 minutes, and we'll see what happens after that, and go ahead and get some baling started. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done with the last field that needed to be sprayed. So now I get to go do the fun job, and that is actually getting some hay work done, because good Lord, this took a lot longer than I want to admit. I did not realize I had so many fields and so many different types of crops I had to keep changing the chemicals out for, but hey, it's a part of farming. You got to keep on going. We'll go ahead and turn right there, and we're good to go over here. We'll head on back to the main farm, and we'll park this old girl up, possibly get her pressure washed off. We'll see. Alrighty, I had the boys go down to the local auction. They picked me up 39 heifers, and then they also picked me up 2 bull Anguses. We have nothing but black Angus inside this pasture now. Now we got to go get them the food, and part of getting them their food is getting over here and getting this hay set up. Alrighty, there's only one mower that can do this job. Good old K Brandon mower. We're gonna take this to the field we need to go to. We're gonna start at the small one, maybe get the big one done at some point. I'm not 100% sure. We may send one of the other guys to do the big one while I slowly but surely start working on the small one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You know, not having these duels on this thing kind of makes me miss them. Alrighty, so me and the neighbor kind of share the same gates. He kind of farms that over there, and I kind of farm this right here. We both have the easement rights, because I think it's actually on my land a little bit more. It's kind of a little bit more on my land, but you know what? He was here before me, and honestly, depending on how long I stay here, he might be here after me, because I don't like staying in one spot for too long. One thing I definitely do love about this kind of a setup, it's a small, nice little setup, just enough to get a couple of good cuts of grass. I don't got to worry about much. I can just sit here and mow the grass that need to be mowed. It's not like we're running hundreds of acres of grass where we need one of those bigger mowers. It's just a simple amount, just enough to keep us where our hay production is good to go. Alrighty, and just like that, that's the last little bit of, I really am starting to dislike this tractor a lot. It should be a bit for this right here, and now we just got to go get the windrower. Yeah, we're just going to windrow it and go ahead and bale it. Should be all it needs. And I'm actually going to have one of the other guys take us on to the other field and get started with mowing. Right now, I'm just kind of using this to make a little bit of headland so that we can have plenty of room to turn around and we don't got to worry about hitting the fence. Because it's a nice little fence. I would actually prefer to keep it up because the neighbor that's right there, I wanted to keep my land and his land separate. Alrighty, just like that, we finished up the windrowing that we needed done. Let's see if he's actually done with the mowing process. Alrighty, he is not done with the mowing process, so we're just gonna take this and go ahead and pick up the baler. We'll get that picked up and we'll bring it back over here, get that field baled, and I think that'll be what we call it for the day. Alrighty, we got the baler hooked up. We got us a Vermeer baler. Oh, there's just something looks so good about a 4455 with a Vermeer baler on the back. Cattle look amazing. We got everything ready to rock and roll. You know what? I mean, we're gonna head over here, get this done. We got Jacob up there in the top field. He said he's about over halfway done with it. And once he gets done, I'm gonna send him with the rake I'm gonna send him with the rake to get everything put in nice neat rows so that we can knock out all of those fields and be done with baling for a little bit, which we do need to start thinking about maybe putting some extra fertilizer down for these fields. They don't have the best pH and really not the best nitrogen, so we might put down a little bit extra nitrogen, pH, kind of help them along, make them as boosted as we can to make sure we're keeping them at a good level. One of the best parts about this Vermeer baler is this is the first ever time it's being used. I bought it as a brand new baler from Vermeer. Paid honestly a lot of money for it. So hey, honestly, I'm happy to finally get it into the field. Now, one thing we got to work on is making sure that we can follow the rules like we should. Turn off our four ways. We don't need that active anymore. Now, this will probably be grass that we'll pay somebody to come in and wrap. I do know there's some guys around me that has like a bell wrapper, so we might just borrow theirs or at least rent them. Oh, there we go. Now, hopefully this won't take as long. Honestly, that first bell came out a lot quicker than I thought it would, so might be a little bit quicker than honestly I would expect. But ladies and gentlemen, while I focus on getting everything bailed up here, it won't take me too long. Appreciate you guys for watching today's video. Thank you for the love and support you showed to me and my entire family here. With no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.